Stampy friends, it's Ashley Pfeiffer, the maker behind Stamped AF. I showed this card in my weekly live stream 2 weeks ago. It was kind of a slacker last week. Not really, because I was prepping for a retreat, but no video, no live stream, so I'm so sorry. But I want to show you how to make this card, but we're going to use something else. So I got this idea from a Jennifer Mcguire video, the one and only Jennifer Mcguire. Nothing on the inside. Love it, and it's so easy, but I am going to use the Here Together bundle. This is still currently on pre-order for demonstrators. If you want to get your hands on it, pardon the pun, not really, you can add it to your starter kit, or you can wait until February 3rd. I want to say it's February 3rd, but it could be the 4th, and you can order it then. But it is a great stamp set. There's even better dies, and I just love it. So I have taken this die out of here already. I think we'll probably stamp the image in the middle of the card. But what you need to start with is a few different colors of cardstock, and they are 3 inches by 5.5 inches. So I've got some very vanilla, some pale papaya, which is kind of like a different texture than the rest of the cardstocks. Crumb cake, cinnamon cider, soft suede, and early espresso. So some skin tones. So this could not be easier. What you do is you're going to tape that on there. So I like to use some washi tape or low tack tape, and then I stick it to my jeans or my shirt to get some of the adhesive off and some lint on it. Now, whatever you have as your placement is going to carry through. You might notice that the pale papaya is right behind here, and that is entirely on purpose. You can see it's not quite as wide as the rest, so we'll have to cut them all down. But I'm going to bring in my stem cut and emboss machine, and we are going to die cut these two together. You might want to tape them together. Okay, so you need them to stay put. So if need be, get a little bit more tape. Make sure you take that extra adhesive off because you don't want it to rip your cardstock. There's no hiding it. And if you have any questions, please feel free to comment below or refer to Jennifer Mcguire's video, because I mean, she is the queen. Okay, so you can see this cut through both layers. I want to remove this carefully because, like I said, there's no hiding this first layer. If it gets ripped, it'll be an embellishment opportunity, but a tricky one. Okay, so now I can untape this carefully, and the more I use this, the less tacky it will get. So that's it. I will die cut the rest and kind of speed through that so you can see that it didn't cut all the way through, which is great. I am going to use this now to line it up so it kind of fits in the groove there. And now I'm going to pick my crumb cake, and I will keep going through this process until I get through all of my colors. I think I have 5. So we're going to cut this one, and you notice I'm using my little guillotine trimmer. I like the precision of this one. So I do wish the markings were a little darker. We're going to cut each one of these at 1.5 because that is the halfway mark. This is a 3-inch piece of paper. So I have a top folding very vanilla card base that we are going to use sideways, which is the same thing I did here. I found there's a lot of cardstock on this, so you need something that's going to stand. You could always put some extra layers on the inside, but I find that by having a top folding card sideways, it gives it a little more stability. Okay, so now we are just going to start placing these. I am not gluing them down yet. I want to dry fit everything first. So it looks kind of funny, I know. but you do get to see all of those colors. Of course, they kind of overlap there, but it is what it is. So I am going to get an idea. Let's move those up. Let's move that up. And then I know I've got that space in the middle. Now part of the arm is going to be covered unless I cut these pieces away, which I don't think I'm going to do. Other thing I could do is just pop one of these up. No. I'm going to keep it simple-ish. Just have a little scrap here. I'm going to try this on and see if I like it. I'm going to stamp it off. So of course now I need a bigger piece of paper. Yeah. Ooh, even stamped off twice would look nice. It's there, but it's not, you know what I mean? I'm going for it. There we go. Now, I think personally the easiest thing is just to start gluing these together. So you take the back side, we're going to just leave that early espresso right there. You can see because I'm not perfectly centered, I'm going to have to cut off just a little bit. Got about an even distance on both sides. Perfect. So I'm only going to take it off of the right side. Alrighty. I am just going to use some liquid glue, and like I said, I will keep working from the back. And one tip I have for you is, do you see this little like ridge from the die cut? From the die, use that as your guide to line them up and leave just that little bit showing. It will give you almost perfect alignment every time. I'll just cut a little bit off the sides at the end. If you are a perfectionist, this may not be the project for you. I struggled with parts of it. This is linen thread. I chose to put it on a spool, and ironically, I went to order some last week because I'm like, how can I not have any linen thread? And then I was looking at my ribbon yesterday and I'm like, oh, I do. I forgot. It's kind of cool on here. I don't remember, frayed girl grain ribbon, but I just wound it on there. And it seems like lately my signature is putting twine on the side of the card. You want to be careful that you don't tie it so tight that you dent the card. If you would like to catch a new video almost each and every week, then please consider hitting that subscribe button below. And sometimes, I mean, usually they'll be easy. Sometimes they pose quite the challenge. So let me know what you think of this, and if you create a card using this technique, I would love to see it. You can tag me on Stamped AF on Instagram, Facebook, wherever. So thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next week. Bye.